Yes.
It's totally you.
Oh, well, listen,
Look, it's
I
doing
wouldn't
it again.
know. I wouldn't know. Listen, it stays up there the entire time. I sit here. Is my head bigger than Jason's?
I don't know what it is, but I did.
Well,
I will
think
tell you.
you're sabotaging your own podcast.
I will tell you that when we missed their week and him and I did the next week, it did it for us then. So I feel like it's every other week it happens.
Yeah.
It just so happens it's the week that you come.
Yeah. Okay, whatever.
I don't know. Anyways,
A
little intro.
Well, welcome to another episode.
Terrific Tuesday.
Terrific Tuesday. Tuesday.
Yeah.
We're doing this on a Tuesday.
Have we ever done this on a Tuesday?
I'm sure we have over the course of all of this.
Maybe.
Well, you got to remember, like, we were doing this based around the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So,
well, yeah.
I'm sure somewhere along the line we did it on
and we've been
Tuesday.
doing this longer than anybody because we're the OGs.
Month and a half or a year and a half.
We're the OGs.
Yeah. So, we're going to start off this episode with a little,
Are you going to attack people?
No. We're just going to get a little office drama.
Let's just say you.
Off the chest.
I can't say we.
Well,
I'm kind of part of one of the other shows.
Well, there was a certain post out there about, us recording on a Tuesday.
Terrific Tuesday.
Yeah, for whatever reasons. We're still here putting in the work. And a comment was made.
A comment was made.
Yeah. That there were two other people carrying 33 Nation. So I just want to politely and eloquently point out that neither episode goes 2 hours. So for every one episode we do, we're putting in twice the work. Also,
that's your okay.
We have been at this now for a year and a half.
Yeah, and we have choppy video.
Well, it's your laptop.
I'm buying a desktop.
For a year and a half, we have done this pretty regularly. I mean, we've missed a few weeks.
Yeah, which is uncommon of us.
Yes.
I'd say than you.
90% show up rate for the podcast.
That's a fair percentage.
For that 90%.
Yeah.
2 hour shows.
Yeah.
90% 2 hour shows.
I used to think it'd be hard to get an hour in.
I would say that a good 70 shows are 2 hours.
At least
140.
We ain't counting.
Listen, we're not counting.
No.
So I'm just going to throw out 140. When you sniff 140 hours, when you sniff that kind of dedication,
why are you attacking our
then
friends?
You can talk. But until then, never forget that we are the OGs.
Is this what's that guy's name? William Wallace? What's his name?
What?
Braveheart. Not Braveheart. Yeah.
William Wallace.
William Wallace. Is this your William Wallace speech?
I mean, no.
Are people about to take an arrow in the ass?
I mean, that was a great movie.
I've never seen it.
Wait a minute. Stop. You've never watched Braveheart?
No, and I got it right. I did say Braveheart, didn't I? No, I've never seen it. I've seen clips, and I've seen that speech.
You ever watch Gladiator?
And it made me want to run through a wall. Yes, I've seen Gladiator. Yes, I know how well you love that movie and walk through the fields.
Well, Braveheart's right up there with it.
Okay, well, I've never seen it. It wasn't there a spinoff where it just was about William Wallace?
No.
Was there supposed to be?
There is. There's going
to be.
No.
Mel Gibson's like 90.
There is a second half to Braveheart. There's a follow-up movie to Braveheart.
Okay.
At the end of the Braveheart movie.
Yeah.
So.
And I just got him off that subject.
Well, You didn't, because we will revisit if I want to. So
Hi,
Braveheart
Hainsey.
basically is about a free Scotland.
Okay.
Okay.
Is this based off of true story?
Like lore.
Oh, okay.
So I won't say emperor because there's just lords. Basically, all
Lords.
Scotland was at this time was a bunch of lands given from the King of England to a bunch of lords in Scotland.
Okay.
Their emperor, their ruler, or whatever you want to call him, is sick and old and
The
half dead,
ruler.
and nobody's seen him for years.
Okay.
So his son goes in his stead since
His
he's sick.
kinfolk.
Yeah. And he's in the pockets of the king.
Okay.
So Scotland's getting ready to fight.
I don't know what's happening with my mic. I don't like it.
It's a little loose.
Huh? It's loose?
You've been working on that a little bit?
No.
It never bounced.
is loose.
Yeah.
That's better.
So as they're getting ready to fight Scotland versus England on the battlefield, the son of the Scottish ruler was fighting for England.
Okay.
So they betrayed his country. So Wallace is doing all this for basically nothing because the lords and whatever turn on him. So at the end of the movie, Wallace is dead. They killed him. Tortured him. They meet on the battlefield. Basically, Scotland's going to just surrender. That was the whole thing. And then the son of the emperor guy has a change of heart. And he remembers Wallace. And he grabs his sword.
Yeah.
So in a moment where they were supposed to just kneel
Yeah.
and accept defeat, they charge.
Yeah.
And they fight for their freedom.
And that's what you're doing.
Well, the movie that follows Braveheart, it's not the same director. It's not tied to Mel Gibson, but it's called, I think it's Richard the Bruce or
Richard
Earl
the
the Bruce or something like that.
Okay.
It follows that character after the battle.
Okay.
And he fights with his demons. I don't know. I never watched it because it wasn't associated with Mel Gibson. But
Okay.
yeah, you should watch it. It's graphic.
I should probably watch The Bodyguard too. Still haven't done that.
I'm gonna invoke Prima Nocturna.
Okay. Is it, or was this Harry Potter now?
No, it's Prima Nocturna. Anyways, let's go.
Prima Nocturna.
Yes.
Hello to the people.
Hello to the people.
Yes.
How's your week this week?
It's been all right.
Been busy, huh?
Yeah.
Got a little
What's that mean?
a little shot there, guy.
Not in my arm.
In your butt?
No,
Was it in the penis?
my leg.
Oh. I was really going for penis.
Are we going to talk about this?
We can.
My medical?
Oh, yeah, let's
you
do
don't
it.
care about HIPAA?
I mean, you don't got to dive into it, the reasons behind it. You just say, I got this shot.
I'm on a JLP1,
Yeah, not Ozempic.
not Ozempic. I'm on
Morning
Manjaro.
gym. What?
Manjaro.
Manjaro.
Yeah.
Munja, as
And
Italians like to say.
I don't know if anybody out there in the 33 Nation, all like two of you, have been on a GLP-1, but it's a weird thing. You know what it
Yeah,
does?
you were telling me about it. I don't know if I
It's weird.
don't like shots. I don't like medical stuff. I
I
like
don't-
stuff going into my body.
I made my wife,
Hold your hand.
no, she jabbed me. So it's
Oh,
like,
you got to give it to yourself.
yeah, it's in an applicator, like a
Like an EpiPen?
Yes, like an EpiPen. Exactly. You put it on there, and then you hit the button, and then you got to hold it in for like 10 seconds.
Did it hurt?
No, not really. It's wee little. It's only like that big. It's big to me. Don't get me wrong, because I'm little. But anyways, it's a weird drug because what it does is it makes food stay in your stomach longer. It suppresses your appetite. Okay.
Oh.
So like you'll go and eat, and it's like I was telling you Sunday for my birthday, we went to Seven Ranges. And if you have not been to the Goat, I suggest the Southwest Burger. Has this creamy Mexican corn sauce that they put on it. It's delicious.
Yeah, that definitely came out.
But I can only eat half of it, and I forced myself to eat the half. I probably could have stopped at half of the half, but I felt like I ate a 7-course meal after eating that. And what did I tell you today? I've had 3 chicken wings.
Yep.
Which you've watched me eat wings. I don't eat a tremendous amount of
No.
wings. I mean, I can eat them.
Were they your wings?
No, I got them
Oh.
from Josephine's here. They were pretty good. It's the first time I had their wings, so shout out to Josephine's. Pretty good. But it's super weird. It's refreshing because the drug's doing what it's supposed to do. But it's also
crazy that it works this fast.
It's also annoying because I like to eat. I like good food. I like to, enjoy things.
Okay, so what time did you get up this morning?
Initially, I got up at 6:15 this morning.
Okay, so
I went back to sleep though.
Okay, how long did you nap for?
Well, I had to take Noah to school, so I got him to school like at 7:20. Came back home. I tried to turn on a movie. I was like, I'll turn on Mr. Deeds. I ain't seen that in a while. It won't hold my interest. I ended up watching the whole movie. So when that finally finished, it was like 9, and I dozed back off to like 11.
Okay, so
yeah,
we'll just say 11.
Yeah,
because it's now. What the hell's the time on this?
It's 9:08.
So 10 hours throughout your day, and you've only had 3 chicken wings.
And I've been busy. I got the dumpster outside.
See, that's my question. Like, you're an active person, so this suppresses your appetite. So what if you're not getting?
You're supposed to eat, and
the energy you need.
That. Well, you're supposed to eat a very protein-heavy diet on this.
Oh, so like
which I already
bunch
do.
Of tube steak.
Which which I already do eat a lot of protein. That's what I've been doing since January, which I'm probably have lost around. And I didn't take my weight initially in January, but I probably lost somewhere around 25 pounds at this point. I can speak to 15 pounds that I've lost since last month.
I'm at, since I started watching and cutting out the sugar and from the beginning of April till now, I'm 17 down.
Yeah. I probably would have lost about 100 pounds if I quit drinking beer.
Well, I'm starting the water thing soon.
I'm drinking water right now. I have a skinny can. I have the old Mick Ultra.
There's a, I'll find it. I'll find it if we pause. There's a brewery in Michigan.
Yeah.
That offers
Michigan
an IPA that's only like 2.5 carbs and 50 calories.
There's a brewery. Yeah. It's called Slightly Mighty IPA. I've had it. Who is that has that? I can't remember, but it's not bad.
Is it like a low calorie, low carb one?
Correct.
Well, because we already know the 0 carb beer is not good.
It's disgusting.
We went down that, and it was terrible.
Disgusting.
Your last beer is in there for you.
There's more in the other fridge.
Well, I drank half of it. The rest is yours.
That's now out of date, technically.
Well,
I mean, it's past the Best Buy date, which was December of.
We never poured that in a glass, so we don't even know what it looks like.
It's probably green.
It's probably white.
I don't know. It's like Pepsi Crystal, right? Crystal Pepsi.
Man, if we dig through the archives, I'd love to play.
Did you finally get thrown out on a steel?
Yeah. If we dug through the archives, I'd love to replay the Voodoo Ranger.
Oh my
episode.
Ugh.
Oh, that was a great time. That was when my brother co-hosted.
Yes.
That was great.
Shout out, Dave.
Oh, another thing. We never even mentioned it because I went on my soapbox. If you noticed at the beginning of this podcast,
yeah,
a new and improved logo.
Yeah.
Courtesy of JR. He has been on it this week.
Yeah, it's on fire. It's smoking.
Smoky.
You know
what it looks like?
It's impressive.
That looks like a brand that you brand like a steak with.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Smelling of burning flesh.
I mean, it's not live anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, you had a busy week, man.
I think he's safe by a finger.
He's out. I don't know who challenged it. See, right there.
It's close.
It's not close.
That finger's right there.
Oh,
it's super close.
I don't know. He hasn't been thrown out yet this year, right?
No, he was like 13 for 13.
Well, he's 7'2". His stride, he's probably only
He's
takes like
6'7".
8 steps between the bags. The Pirate game's on, so we'll be distracted part of this.
His Skeens is pitching.
Yeah.
Happy Skeens Day.
Listen, I'm okay with this, but I'm telling you, I jinxed the Pirates.
That's fine. They've been jinxed for 40 some years, 50 some years. He's safe. Let's go.
Call stands.
Let's go.
Like my Steel City shirt.
Well, that's nice. It's a nice shirt.
Got that from the Rally House.
Yeah, I like Rallies.
Yeah, they got a lot of stuff in there.
They do.
That's where I have
Safe
a
by an
feeling
index finger.
I'm gonna have to go there for my next jersey purchase.
Yeah.
I haven't decided who I want. I might get Cruz.
That's not a bad one, as long as they give him a contract.
So I bought 2 City Connect ones, but the ones I believe is blank. I can't remember if I did. Well, I did Brian Reynolds because we just re-signed him to a couple-year deal, and I'm hoping he sticks around. The thing with it is every uniform or jersey that I ever buy, the people are gone like in a year or two. And
Kutch would be a solid one.
Then it just sits.
Because Kutch you could wear, you know.
Yeah, Kutch, he's going to probably retire. Like Clemente. Oh, no, the other one's Clemente.
No, Clemente's a solid one.
So I got Clemente and Brian Reynolds.
My dad has a Clemente.
That's a good one. That's dropping in there. That's going to be a double. That may be a triple.
That's a run. Let's go. Nice hit by Key Bryan.
Key Bryan dipping that shoulder. Look at that. Look at that.
Anyways, I'm on a GLP-1.
GLP-1.
So I took my first shot on Friday. I have lost 3 pounds since Friday.
Now, how many times you have to give yourself this shot?
Once a week for till they tell me to stop. I have a 1 month prescription. So this coming Friday was shot number 2, which has started me off on the lowest dose.
Do you put it in the same spot? Like
you guys switch legs.
So
you can do legs, arm, or belly.
But did you experience any injection site pain or discomfort?
I felt the twinge of a needle.
After, like, did it get red? Or?
Nope. And I'm not doing this because I'm some yahoo that wants to lose all this weight. I'm doing this for health issues. Just to throw that out there.
Well, again, HIPAA, you didn't have to say anything.
No, I don't want people to be like, oh, you're trying to be like one of them celebrities and get that
like Mr. Garrison. Mr. Garrison?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to look like Mr. Garrison. My home gym is coming Thursday. That, from what I read, takes about 4 to 5 hours to build. So
if you want a routine,
use Chat GTP.
Okay, I was saying I help you with that, but Chat GTP is probably better.
I already looked up stuff.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Curls, bunch of curls.
Well, you can do curls, you can do
bench.
rows, you can do lats, you can do. Well, it doesn't have a bench per se, but there's pull downs. There's stuff. There's like 35 workouts you can do on that thing.
You're gonna have to show me what you got.
Yeah. I mean, it's a knockoff. Well, I think it's American made, but it's like a knockoff one, but
Total Gym.
Yep.
The Chuck Norris one.
Is that what they call it? Total Gym?
Well, that's what it's called, yeah.
I don't know.
It's called the Total Gym.
Yeah. It's a multi-use home gym. I think that's what it's actually
If it's a home gym, then it's not a Total Gym.
I don't know.
You told me it was the Chuck Norris thing.
No, I didn't say it was Chuck. You said that.
Well, that's what the Total Gym is.
It has the weight plates. And it goes
it's just a home gym.
Goes up to 160 pounds. Because I paid more for the more weight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's the one you go like this.
Yeah. It's got those. It's got rows.
I know what you're talking about.
You can do curls, lats, leg press.
I wonder if I could still do the rack.
Not leg press.
Well, your rack's different.
Huh?
Your rack, you said, is 160?
Yeah.
I used to be able to curl the rack at the gym was 255.
Oh, well, I don't have that kind of weightage. For now, this is good enough for me, and then we'll go from there. Because I don't want to look like a crackhead, because I'm really worried that
you're going to lose all this
I'm going to lose all this weight and look like a concentration camp victim.
See, my worry isn't the weight. My worry is the nutrition.
Well, yeah, you got to eat a real heavy protein diet, which I already do anyways. Although
I mean, 3 chicken wings is
I know
heavy
3. I'm gonna eat again after you leave.
Okay.
Don't worry.
I'm going to call you. Make sure you did.
Oh, you won't. You're gonna go home, go to bed. You've been up since
Probably.
5 something in the morning.
1:45.
That too.
Well, I mean, I set my alarm for that. Power went out last week, so I had
Yes.
5 trash bags filled with food from freezers and fridges.
Well, your power came on back before mine did. Mine was off for 24 hours, almost exactly.
Mine was longer
Or
than that.
48 hours, excuse me.
So mine went off at 4:30.
Yeah. Yours came back on at like
7:30
something in the morning.
a.m.
Mine didn't come on until 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so almost 48 hours. Which, I don't know if you experienced this, but when I got home, when the power was back on and walking around the house with the lights on, world of difference. Like,
No, I didn't.
it was
experience
really
that.
weird to me.
Well, I was up at night.
I was too.
I was sleeping during the day, so the lights in the house I never
Yeah,
see.
I guess.
Or they're always on because I'm up at night.
I even had to buy a charcoal grill so I can eat.
Yeah, how was that?
Good. I still use it. I smoked pork loin on it yesterday.
Yeah, I'm still a fan of the propane.
Yeah, well, I have a pellet grill that requires electricity.
Yeah.
So, and then I have this piece of shit portable propane grill that burns shit on low. So I had to do something. So got off work at 10 o'clock at night, bought me a charcoal grill and built it within an hour and cooked some better cheddar brats.
Better with cheddar.
Better with cheddar.
Better with cheddar.
This seems very random to the start of a show.
Well, we really don't have much to talk about. I mean, not a lot going on in the world of the Buckeyes. News did come out about a draft pick of the Steelers. Did you read that story about Will Howard?
No.
So the day after the draft.
Well, I read that he said that he's going to make everybody that doesn't pick him ahead.
So yeah, he made
pay for it.
He made the comment the night of the draft after he was picked that every team that picked a quarterback prior to him, he's going to make them pay.
I like it.
But the next morning at 8 o'clock, he texted the offense coordinator and asked for the playbook.
Arthur Smith.
Yeah. So they sent him a copy of the playbook.
He's ready to work.
So they were going to give him time off before he said there is no time off.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Preseason comes.
Yeah.
Let's say Will Howard looks way better than Mason Rudolph. Now, Aaron Rodgers, let's put that to bed. Let's move
You
that
still
off to the
go with
side.
Mason to start the season.
Okay.
Because you got to understand, Will Howard's probably not going to be playing number one defenses.
No.
So as good as he looks,
Yeah. It's still unsure.
We got to bring it back to reality week 1 when he's facing whoever.
Right.
Now, if he plays maybe 1 or 2 quarters against the number 1 D towards the end of the preseason where they play a little bit longer
and he shines
and he looks good, then maybe you would want to think about it. Because
go ahead.
What's the downfall of starting a rookie quarterback?
You could ruin him.
I disagree.
I don't think he. Granted, I wanted them to pick him, but I don't think he's ready.
I don't think he's ready either.
Yeah.
But throwing a rookie out there, in my mind, just prepares him for when he is ready.
Maybe.
Like, we're going to get your feet wet. We're going to do this.
Yeah.
We're going to start you. You're going to play the season against number 1 D. I'm not worried about stats. I'm worried about wins. Because let's be honest, our wins last year weren't pretty.
No.
There's one over 400 yards.
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett once over 400 yards.
Right.
I mean, so we haven't had pretty wins
No.
in a long time.
Smash mouth football at its best.
So that's what you got to do. You got a power back. You got Caleb Johnson. You got Jalen Warren's coming back. We know he can run with some power. So it's not like he doesn't have help out there.
Yeah.
But to put him in and just let him get a feel of the game
Yeah.
for a year, and then next year,
maybe the sky's the limit. Maybe.
But if you put somebody in there and they fall flat on their face and never recover, then I don't think they were ever ready for the NFL.
Right.
I mean, but I still, like I said, still go with Mason. Still play him, start the season. I'm not going to lie. I see this playing out exactly like Big Ben. We're going to go into the season with Mason.
Like Tommy Maddox.
It's Tommy Maddox.
Okay.
Mason's going to get hurt.
That's actually a fair comparison.
Will Howard's going to come in
And just light it up.
and light it up.
Win
Because he's
14
going to
straight.
have a chip on his shoulder.
He has one.
This
He had one in college.
I mean, let's be honest.
And it worked out.
Ben was a little bit taller, little stockier,
1 inch taller.
6'4", what, 240?
He's 6'4", 237. So Ben was 6'5", like 255, 260 coming out.
So he's pretty much Ben 2.0 if you think about it. I mean, his size.
Well, according to
is right
Gruden,
there.
he's Josh Allen 2.0. Yeah. According to Gruden, he was the best quarterback in the draft.
And then if you look at Tommy Maddox and Mason Rudolph,
Yeah, I don't know their sizes.
I mean, you could very easily compare their careers. I think Tommy was a little bit better, actually. But yeah, I have this feeling it's going to play out just like Roethlisberger's rookie year did. Just got this feeling.
Tommy Maddox was 6'4", 219.
Yeah, he wasn't. I mean, he was tall, but he was lanky. Didn't have.
What?
Is that Mason Rudolph? Mason Rudolph's like 6'2". 6'9", it might be 6'3".
He is 6'5", 235.
Jesus, 6'5". I didn't think he was that tall.
Yep.
Yeah, I have this feeling it's going to play out just like Roethlisberger.
I mean, Mason Rudolph's record with the Steelers is 8-4-1. So, I mean, it's not like as everybody would shit on him. And Ben brought a lot of that to the light because Ben was pissed off that we wasted a 3rd-round pick on another QB when he wanted to win now. So a lot of people have hated Mason off the get-go, but Mason has a strong arm. He's not dumb.
Well, let's rewind prior to Mason.
Okay.
Wasn't Landry Jones like a 4th round?
Yeah, somewhere in there, yeah.
I mean, it's not like, I mean, it's something they attempted prior to find. They've tried forever to find his backup.
Right.
And they never have.
Well, replacement.
Or, yeah, replacement. I shouldn't say backup because we had Charlie Batch and
Michael Vick.
Duck Hodges. Josh Dobbs.
Marshall. Black feller. What's his name?
Byron Leftwich.
Byron Leftwich. He was drafted 4th round, 150th pick overall. Yep.
So, I mean,
6'4", 225.
Ben sat through that before. You know what I mean? Here we go.
He was angry that we used a 3rd-round pick for a quarterback. I get his point at the time, but I think that casted a bad light on Mason with the Yinzer fan base off the rip.
Well, I don't think it wouldn't have mattered who they drafted.
The last, 3 games that Mason played for us, phenomenal. In fact, he kept Tomlin's no losing streak intact.
Sure did. So,
I mean, I don't know. I don't hate us picking back up Mason at all.
Oh no. I'm glad we have him right now.
Yeah.
Because if we didn't have Mason Rudolph,
yeah,
we would
Skylar Thompson,
and Will Howard. And I love Will Howard.
And we're supposed to bring in another quarterback. Maybe it's Aaron Rodgers.
Listen, it'd be
maybe you make a phone call to Ryan Tannehill. He had a year off. I wouldn't hate that idea.
I wouldn't either. I don't know. I don't know what you do in a situation like this. I just think we're fine where we're at. Let's just take the year with Mason.
Yeah.
He
only signed a 1 year, right? He didn't sign 2. Right?
I don't know what his contract.
Why do I ask questions when we don't have a stat guy?
I think this is just where we're at. You groom Will Howard. You don't use him if Mason goes down, and we roll into next year. You didn't address the quarterback situation. You lost your entire quarterback room.
2-year deal.
So, well, listen, Egan signed a 3-year deal. We drafted a quarterback this season who's very capable of being a starter. I think that's where we go next year.
Right.
But yeah, you didn't address this prior to the draft. You lost your entire quarterback room essentially, with the exception of your practice squad quarterback,
who's not really even a quarterback.
So we're rolling into OTAs. You just this is it. Everybody else is gone, done, signed with somebody else.
Right.
The only thing you're going to do now is get Rodgers and waste $10 million, $15 million, or you're going to make a trade. No, he said he would play for 10.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that whole like 30. I want 30 million
farce.
He said was not accurate at all.
I still think he's just going to retire.
I think he's going to do whatever the fuck he wants,
or show up mid-season.
I would, if we signed Aaron Rodgers mid-season, I think I may not watch a Steeler game after that.
If we signed him mid-season, it means a lot went wrong.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
But I mean, Cousins may be out there on the trade block, and Atlanta might be willing to gobble up a bunch of that guaranteed contract to get him out of that building. So we may be looking at another Russ and Fields situation where we're going to get.
We do have a bunch of extra picks for next year. So
we don't have them. We have 7.
I'm just saying, like,
we have 7 picks.
I could see them. You don't want to give up the house to bring in a, do you like that? Or whatever he said. Is that what he said? Do you like that? Kirk Cousins?
I don't know.
I wouldn't give up the house to bring
No, you're not going to give up. But Atlanta might be willing to
But they better eat a
ways.
shit ton of that money, because I don't want that.
Well, yeah, he's only in the second year of that contract.
Right. Yeah. They'd be better off just cutting him and taking the hit.
Well, you're going to take the hit regardless.
Because I don't think anybody's, well, yeah, obviously, but I don't think anybody's going to take on.
Nobody's going to take on the full guarantee contract.
Right. But they're dumb. So obviously, we've seen that last draft. So
if they approached Pittsburgh and said, give us a third or a fourth, Cousins, we'll eat all but 5.
All but $5 million?
$5 million.
You think they'll eat that much?
Well, if they cut him,
they're
going to eat 100%.
Right.
Of that.
Yeah.
So this way, you dangle that in front of somebody, get yourself a mid to high round pick.
Yeah, but you got a guy coming back from a bad knee injury, and I don't know how much you want to like. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of Minnesota now.
You did this?
I know. I keep doing this with Kirk Cousins. I don't know why. But Penix looked a lot better on the back half of the year.
Back half of the year, yeah.
So,
but
he was coming back from a knee injury. So,
yeah.
See, I'm not dumb.
Well, because you know where Penix plays.
Right. I have no idea where Kirk Cousins plays.
This is going on 2 years now.
I know. I keep giving him to Minnesota. I don't know why I keep doing that.
Listen, to be a fly on the wall in that draft, in that war room when that happened.
Yeah, we talked about
it. But yeah, I think that's just. Yeah, Penix looked much better second half of the year. And I think that's going to be motivation for Atlanta to want to dump Cousins.
Yeah. And I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. I think they need to get away from the circus of Aaron Rodgers and get away from that. Yeah. We gave you your opportunity. From what I feel, they probably already offered him a contract. Obviously, he came and spent, 6 hours talking with management. Yeah. He went through balls with DK Metcalf. They've already gave this guy a contract. Here it is. And he's doing this, I don't know.
This is what he
pony show. And he wants to be on the spotlight.
So part of me wants to say, the guy's a vet. He's a 2-time Super Bowl champ.
Probably a Hall of Famer.
MVP.
Yeah.
Future Hall of Famer.
Right.
He's earned the right to do this.
Maybe.
But when it's your team, it's different.
Right.
It's just like, why are we dragging this out? Either you want to play or you don't. Figure it out. You're in your 40s.
And I call bullshit on this whole thing he put out there about the Jets, and they made him pay for his own flight to come out to meet him and all this shit. I call bullshit on that. But I also feel like the stuff he's doing with the Steelers is to like make other teams, oh shit, he's about to go there. We need to call this guy. You know what I mean?
It wouldn't shock me if he ends up in Cleveland.
They have 5 quarterbacks.
Again, it wouldn't shock me if he ends up in Cleveland. Yeah, what are they going to do?
I don't know, but I feel like
Answer me this question. Give me what's going through your mind when you draft Dylan Gabriel
mhm,
and then 2 rounds later
Sanders.
you draft Shedeur Sanders.
Right. Meanwhile, you already brought in Kenny Pickett and Joe Flacco. Although Joe Flacco is like 90 years old. So obviously he's just there for a veteran presence and be a backup.
Well, yeah, but if you wanted Shedeur, why didn't you just take him with the pick you took Gabriel?
You didn't want to have the fifth year control? I don't know.
Like that's
Wait, did they take Gabriel in the first round?
no, they took
Oh, so they
Gabriel
don't
in
have
like the
fifth-
3rd round,
Oh,
4th
well, then
round.
they don't have fifth year
And then they took Sanders in what, the 6th?
somewhere down there. Yeah, fifth.
5th or 6th?
Fifth. They traded up in the 5th.
So like I don't, and then you trade for him.
Yeah. Thinking somebody else is going to want him, and has he plummeted?
If there was an opposite day to the movie Draft Day,
That
where-
would be it.
that would be it. Like, what are you doing?
It's still not.
What
Atlanta.
the hell
It's
is
still not
going on in
Atlanta
that
Falcons? It's still not Atlanta Falcons because we're talking about
no,
money.
no,
We're talking
no,
about
no,
money
no,
with
no.
Atlanta.
Yeah, with Atlanta, you're
Yeah,
talking
We're
about
talking big money.
140.
138 million
Million?
guaranteed. Yeah. So I mean that.
I
mean this
swear to
draft
God,
is bad, but yeah,
I swear to God, that guy went rogue with that pick.
I
100%. The
I don't-
Penix pick
Yeah.
was a rogue pick. That dude saw an opportunity and took it. I guarantee you, in that draft war room, they were, I want him. Yeah, let's go him. And that dude sent ticket up for Penix, and everybody was like,
and it's not
What
that
the hell are
Penix
you
is a
doing?
bad player.
no. And
You-
that's why I felt bad for him.
Yeah, but
Like,
he's coming back. He's coming off a knee injury, and you've just guaranteed $138 million to another quarterback, and now you're going to pick him.
That's the thing. Like, he's very undeserving of the media attention.
Right. It's not his
Yeah, it's
problem.
not on
that-
him.
Yeah, that there's
It's on
backlash.
Atlanta.
Right.
And now we're talking Cleveland.
Right. Well, they're just a shit show. So,
I just don't understand. If you wanted what difference between a 3rd or 4th and 5th round, 3rd and 5th round,
yeah.
money wise, is a couple grand.
Right.
You could address the different position.
And on that 5th round pick, you brought in a giant circus.
Yeah,
Yeah. What are you pointing at?
my drink.
Oh, is that what that means?
I
I didn't know.
got
What that,
something with,
I didn't know that's what that meant.
but yeah, I just when they pick well, first off, I told you 2 weeks ago, or was it last week? I think it's the biggest troll job in the draft,
It could be.
but still doesn't make sense.
No.
You're still putting personal feelings on the table of an organization saying this is what we're going to do.
Right.
So, sorry, I felt like I was getting ready to cough.
I don't
had
want
something
you.
in my throat.
It's okay.
Do you think Rodgers signs?
I
Like,
think
do
he-
you
I-
honestly feel like he's going to sign?
Oh God, the dryer's done. I don't know if that came
Oh.
through. Probably did. It's probably going to go off again. I think he's going to retire, or he's coming back mid-season for a team that needs a quarterback. And hope to God it's not the Steelers.
Here's what I feel he's going to do. He is going to hold out
Obviously,
for Minnesota
but that's what I think too.
because
He hopes that
his
Minnesota-
final farewell, he wants to stick it to Green Bay.
Yeah, he wants to play him 2 times a year,
Yes.
or 1 year, or whatever.
So
Supposedly
that's
he
what
wanted to
I
play
think
2
he's
more
going to do
years.
because that dude has
And then he's following in the footsteps of Brett Favre, kind
Yes.
of. Jets, Minnesota.
Have you watched that Enigma yet?
No, I haven't. I want to because I want to see him all doped up on ayahuasca.
You know, is that the electric chair? What the hell is that?
That's the dryer. It sounds like a 7th grade gymnasium buzzer. Doesn't it?
Okay.
You're going to hear it again.
Do you need to get up and shut it off?
No, this will be the last time it goes off.
But anyways, in that Enigma,
Yeah.
remember all that back and forth between Favre and Rodgers when they drafted him?
Yeah, Favre was pissed.
So he literally says, like, right on the documentary, you know, it's not my job to teach this kid. I'm going out there to prep every week to win games.
Right.
I'm not a tutor.
Right.
I'm not a teacher.
Right.
Now, if you had a question, I'd answer it, but it's like it wasn't that I liked him or didn't like him.
He's
like,
not
I have a
wrong.
job to do.
He's not wrong.
And then I started thinking, you know, he's not.
Mm-mm.
He's not wrong at all. So
It's kind of dickish, but it's not wrong.
see, I don't even think it's a dick move.
I'm just saying it's kind of. Oh, it didn't go off again.
Why is it that this is like the third time this guy has run to second base?
I wasn't watching.
This is like the third steal attempt in a row.
Did he throw him out?
I don't know. Is that Brady House?
Yeah, he threw him out. Oh, they're challenging. I think that's their catcher running, which...
No, it's Victor Scott,
Oh,
center.
I thought it was their catcher.
Center fielder. He's lightning.
They're going to challenge it. They called him out.
Well, we're going to pause 10 seconds for station identification. All right. You know what I haven't seen? I haven't seen that.
Yeah. It's not happened as much. It's happened, but not as much.
Yeah. Commercial break in progress. Pirates being the Pirates, we're now down 2-1. Yeah. Paul Skeen's going to get the loss or a no decision.
Yep, can't get the win.
So and that's what I'm afraid it's going to like steer him away from Pittsburgh when the time comes.
That probably happened last year. Actually, it probably happened the minute he got drafted.
I just feel like we're not doing enough to support these young pitchers.
Here's the reason why we lost the other day.
Well, he's probably going to be the reason why he's not the reason. But
wild pitch. I don't remember what we were talking about when you
about to be 12-25.
On pace for 59 wins.
I don't know. I think we got into that Enigma. Oh, Netflix coming out with a couple series on the Steelers.
Are they?
Yeah, there's a series documentary coming out about the Roonies and the Steeler organization and what it's like to be a Steeler. And then there's another one coming out about Bill Cowher, which is basically about the Steelers. So, got that to look forward to.
Yeah.
Oh, man, there's a couple good documentaries coming out on there. There's one coming out about they're going to show you the operation to get bin Laden.
Okay.
I mean, I've seen it already, but I've seen the helmet cam footage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was released?
Yeah, it got leaked a while ago. And
I heard they had to put his head kind of back together for a photo.
Well, they blurred the headshot.
Okay.
But what was amazing about the operation is for years, like, this guy was in the wind.
Yeah.
Like, they lost him.
Yeah.
And couldn't find him.
Hiding out in caves and whatnot.
No, he was in a compound.
Well, that too.
A cook, I think it was a cook.
Gave him up.
A cook gave up the location.
Shane Gillis' impersonation of Trump talking about all that. No, no, it wasn't him.
He died like a dog.
That wasn't him.
Yeah.
It was the other guy. But still, that was good.
Al-Kawi
Yeah,
or something.
like that.
Al-Kari or something. But anyways, and this cook is giving the special ops team all this information, and the special ops team has a translator with them.
The Jens glasses look like yeet glasses.
Sure do.
Oh man,
Well,
that's
it's
this Saturday. I
WWE.
gotta work. Dag nabbit, I'd like to have a pair of those. Anybody going to the Saturday game for the Buccos? You don't want your Jens glasses. I'd like to have them.
I wonder, you probably find them on eBay.
Oh, 100%. Probably 5 seconds after somebody grabs them out of the
Sure. But
turnstile.
so they're giving all this information about Bin Laden's location and who's there with him and
Yeah.
what they're going to find when they go in, because he had his family with him.
Yeah.
Like there was kids in
Yeah,
this
his
thing.
son was there, all that stuff.
But they told him he's on the top floor,
Right.
and the only staircase leading to the top floor
It's danger zone.
you're going to run into his son.
Right. Heavily armed.
So they get to that point.
Yeah.
And they're at a standstill. And the one guy I saw when he was giving a description of it, he was saying it was only like a minute, but it felt like an hour.
Is this the guy? I've heard the guy talk that gave the fatal shot.
But this wasn't him.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, it might have been the second guy in line.
Yeah.
So in order to get his son to peek out, the interpreter said hello in 2 separate languages, but said it wrong, and it confused his son, and his son pokes his head over the railing.
Pow.
And then they went and they got Bin Laden. But yeah, that's coming out. There is one out now about the Black Hawk Down, but I can't watch it.
Yeah.
That one, it infuriates me.
Yeah. There's a documentary on Dale Earnhardt coming out on Prime, May 22nd, I believe. It's a 4-part series.
Senior?
Yes. Who I believe would have just turned 75 years old last month.
Tragedy.
Yeah.
But
75? I'm pretty
in
sure.
that tragedy, he probably saved.
Nobody's died in NASCAR since he's passed.
And there have been some bad ones.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like if I've never been a huge NASCAR fan. I got into it for a while. But I was never a big man. I bawled.
I cried.
I cried when he died.
But you're
it's just
you're a big Alejandro LaJoy fan.
Well, I try to be, but he's never in any races. So every time I come over and you're watching it, where's Alejandro? He's not in this race.
It's Corey.
Dude races 3 races a year, and I'm like, who do I pick for the 500? Pick LaJoy.
No, it's not a bad pick for a super speedway.
No, he finished what, 4th?
Something like that. Yeah, I think you finished best out of all of us.
No, your brother.
Oh.
Yeah,
You
brother,
might be right.
Your brother had that. The driver took like 2nd right at the end, or 3rd. I don't know.
I can't remember.
But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff coming out on Netflix. Did you ever call and see about that add-on for Netflix?
I don't think I can get it now because I lowered my subscription.
It's not. It has nothing to do with subscription. It's a
Oh.
package you add. It
Maybe
gives you.
Maybe I'll check it out.
I think Peacock.
Yeah.
Apple Plus and Netflix for $14.99.
Okay. Maybe I'll call them.
But I mean, you're paying what? How much for Netflix now?
Probably like $17 a month.
There you go. There's some good shit on Apple.
Is there?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Don't sleep on Apple Plus TV. Anyways, any hoozle.
Any hoozle.
Yeah, we were kind of tailing off on Favre, and I think the last thing before we paused, I asked if you were really think he's going to sign.
No, I don't.
No. I think it's too early for us to really get into our predictions. We got to wait for the schedule to come out. See, I don't know. See what we'll give this year. I'm saying this year is the year.
For what?
Did we finish below 5?
Oh, no, I think we still will. finish above.
I just hate hearing it.
I'm just
What do you
saying.
got there?
I just hope this is the year we finally win a playoff game. It's been since what, 2017?
Yeah.
What do I have here? I posted a question on the Facebooks.
Yes.
I said, since we've been doing these random questions with one another, we shall ask Jens a random question. What would you do if you found a dead body in a hotel room?
Read your brothers.
My brother said, male. Well, the Spiggity Show said, male or female, and is it still warm? Asking for a listener in Finland. Jay, our good buddy Jay, said, check the pockets for money. And Hainsey said, I would kindly ask the front desk for new sheets. Apparently the sheets must be dirty. No,
So what
never
would you
mind
do?
the dead body.
What would you do?
What would I do? I would leave the room, let the front desk know, and then call the police as well. I don't want involved in this. I don't want speculated. What would you do?
I'd probably, I don't know. Hopefully I'll never stay someplace where there's a dead body in a room.
100%. That's why you need to check the reviews.
Yeah. Yelp that shit.
Yeah. I always look at the reviews.
Well, I shouldn't say that. I mean, I like where we stay in Myrtle because the beach isn't busy, but it's kind of sketch. It's kind of sketch.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not. I mean, I'd say if there was a 5-star rating, I'd give it a 3.
But you continue to go there.
Yeah, because I mean, what do you go to Myrtle Beach for? I mean,
sand in your ass.
You're not worried about. I mean, you sleep in the room, but you're not in the room very often, unless it's storming. I'm on the beach all day. I go for the beach.
I stayed in a room one time in Florida, Ormond Beach, Daytona area, and there was cockroaches in our room. And I don't think Jamie and I were married at the time, but I was freaked out. They were crawling all over the sink, little baby ones. And like I'm standing on like the bed like a bitch, just freaked out.
You know, I can see you doing.
Yeah, I was terrified. Not that a cockroach can hurt you, but it was just the thought of it.
They fly?
They do. I think they call them palomento bugs down there.
Have you ever seen a hissing cockroach?
No, and that would terrify me even
Yeah,
more.
it hisses. It hisses. It's weird.
Mm.
And they're like that big.
That's big. I mean, I think it is.
You know what? When I went down to stay, I can't remember what grade. My buddy's Jay's parents had a house on Sanibel Island in Florida, and we went down there to stay. And what freaked me out the most about Florida was not just, I mean, the little salamander things were everywhere.
The lizards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the little lizards.
Yeah, they run all over the place.
But we went out to ride bikes. Like, we took these mountain bikes out. We were going to ride around the island.
Okay.
We got about 75 feet from the end of the driveway, and there's like a 7-foot gator just sitting there.
Oh.
And I was like, yeah, no, we can go back. We're good. I don't need to go out in Sanibel Island. And then on an interesting note, that is where we went for my senior trip.
Really?
My graduation trip.
Yeah.
Me and my buddy and, well, Jay moved to Tennessee. I mean, we still keep in touch. He's my first brother from another mother.
Okay.
So me and my buddy from here drove from here to Tennessee, grabbed him, Ricky, and another one of his friends, Sean, and we all drove down to Sanibel Island. And we get down there, and like Fort Myers Beach is a city where the bridge to Sanibel starts.
Yeah. It's a really beautiful big
Yes.
bridge.
It is.
Yeah.
So, pumping gas. First night. I'm 18,
Yeah.
right? So I say, do you know, like, we're down here for like a week.
Yeah.
So I asked the guy at the gas station, do you know any place that, like good clubs?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Get your groove on.
So they gave us a list of places. Go back to we get to the condo, unpack, relax, crack my first bottle of Bacardi.
Oh.
Let's go out.
Oh, you're okay.
Right?
Yeah.
We just drove for like 12 hours. I want to go out. I don't want to sit in this room. This is what we're here for.
Right. You want to get funky like a monkey.
So we grab the first club on this guy's list.
Okay.
The great thing is when we walk in,
Okay.
I did question the person taking the IDs.
You went to a gay bar.
Well, hold on.
That's my
Listen,
guess.
So it was, but I want to explain what happened.
Did you really
So I got-
size up this dude you asked?
Yeah, it was some, I don't know, it's a guy, random guy at the gas
Do
station.
you think he would tell you about a gay bar?
He didn't seem of that persuasion.
Do you think he did it because you're some young punks
Probably.
and he
He
wanted
probably
to-
set us. Well, that was just one on the list,
Mm.
but we didn't go to any more on his list.
Yeah, I would give up at that point too.
So we get there. I get in as 21. They don't even ask for my ID.
Yeah.
They give
Well,
me
you're
they give me a wristband. So
you
I'm
had
thinking, how
2%
the hell?
body fat. Nobody's going to argue with you.
Well, everybody else didn't get wristbands. I get a wristband.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, well, how the hell did that just happen?
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Here, it's an 18 and older club.
Okay.
So the wristband means you're 21.
Right.
So I immediately go to the bar.
Absolutely.
I buy one round.
How many free drinks did you get?
About 11. And I didn't know who was sending them to me. And this is
But you took them.
prior to the days where you had to worry about being roofied
You're
and
all
kidnapped.
like, where's she at?
Well,
Where's
listen.
she at?
This club
Yeah.
like had Jenna Jameson posters.
Yeah.
They had like porn stars coming.
Yeah.
They had a giant stage. and,
Because they're
like,
safe.
I was thinking, this place is awesome.
And this is like American Pie
Listen,
when you start to look around and notice.
I've at this point in the night, I've probably played 7 games of pool.
Good dancing, Stiffy.
Well, it wasn't super busy.
Did you dance off with somebody?
As it started to get busier,
Yeah.
I started to really scratch my head at the nightlife in Fort Myers, Florida.
What's happening?
So where you walk in and they check your ID, which they didn't check mine.
Yeah.
You just walk through this walkway and you go into this big open area. Think about walking into a building.
Yeah.
The wall behind you, like behind you,
Yeah.
above you, you
Yeah.
can't see because it's the back of your head.
Yeah.
On that wall, read in giant letters, "This is a gay establishment,"
Oh.
with a whole bunch of like other
But
stuff.
you didn't see it.
Didn't see it.
This is behind you.
So I've been bent over a pool table playing pool
Oh.
for and I got 11 drinks probably. And I said, I'm probably drugged. We need to get the hell out of here. So that was my first night in Sanibel Island, my senior trip.
Did
But
you get lucky?
I can't remember. Can't remember. That whole trip to me, listen, I brought down 8 bottles of Bacardi
Jesus.
and I drank them all.
Wow.
The last day we were there, I had a full bottle
Yeah.
and I put it in my Cheerios. I started drinking at breakfast
Mm.
in my Cheerios. There's a picture of me somewhere in one of my albums of me, like I passed out in the kitchen.
Probably after breakfast.
It was, like I said, I mean, it was an awesome time. I had a great time. Spent a lot of time on the beach, gay bars. I may or may not have been drugged, but it's just like a weekend out. But yeah, I mean, I love Fort Myers.
It's just a normal Saturday.
yeah, normal Saturday for Fort Myers. And then listen to this shit. Out of nowhere, out of complete and utter blue, we run into people from my high school.
Really?
Like a family was down there.
Nice.
That is good. Like,
They too
friends with-
were at the gay bar.
yeah, the Perkins.
That's the name of the gay bar or the name of the
No,
family?
it's the name of the family that
Oh,
was down
okay.
there. She graduated with my brother.
Okay. Shout out, Dave.
So they, my family knows their family.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we went to Hooters. They took us to Hooters.
Oh, that's a classy establishment.
Yeah.
Not a gay bar.
No, I still have that picture.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, the waitress wanted to take a picture with me.
Good. I bet he was handsome.
Yeah, his bulge was friggin' moose knuckle. Went to Hooters, idiot.
I know. They can't not hire a dude, right? Because that'd be, what is it called? Discrimination.
So if I walked into a Hooters, asked for an application,
Apparently you walk into
and
gay
said
bars.
I identify as a woman,
Yeah,
do you think they would have to hire me?
I think so.
That is a very... we should do it as an undercover thing for the podcast.
Go to Hooters, try to get a job.
I should go as...
I'm a woman.
I identify as Nicole.
I'm a woman.
Where's the changing room? I couldn't do that.
Yeah. Put on the orange shorts.
Dude, I have softball-sized testicles. They would drop out of those orange shorts in no time. I'd be walking around with beanbags, just floating in the wind. What's this hair in my fries? Oh, sorry.
It's my ball hair.
I nared them once, but it grew back.
Thick.
It did. It did. It grows back like twice as thick. That's why you got to keep up with it, but it burnt.
Shit.
The things you do when you're a young youth.
Yeah.
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 So have you ever done anything that would have killed you? Had like a friend not found you? Have you ever like done anything so stupid that could have cost you your life?
No, not really. I don't. No, nothing that comes to my mind.
So I have. It's happened to a few of my friends.
Okay.
I won't name names because I don't want. It may be somebody you know from this town,
Okay.
but we were boozing pretty heavy one night,
Okay.
and that person disappeared.
It happens.
Where the hell did this guy go?
Right.
Has anybody seen this guy?
So it's a guy, and he's from around here.
Ended up passing out on the train tracks.
Oh, boy.
Waking up in the morning on the tracks, in the middle of the track.
That's no bueno.
Yeah. How many trains come through here?
They were more active back then. Well, I mean, now we have the trains from like New Jersey bringing in like the trash to bring into the landfills, but they were pretty active. with the
So
mills.
imagine passing out on train tracks for like 8 hours at night.
He's lucky.
Yeah.
Who found him?
Nobody woke up.
Oh, okay. Good thing he did. Wouldn't have ended well.
No, he's well, I won't
You-
go any farther.
You were
with
probably
that.
down in Ghouls, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. I bet I know who it is.
He's turned his life around.
I know exactly who it is.
So you've heard the story?
No, I bet I know
Oh.
who it is. I know who you used to run around with.
Okay. So, yeah. Has that anything like that ever happened to you?
No. No.
Hmm.
I saved somebody from drowning once. And then it almost killed me.
Well, that happened. Who was that?
For
That-
me?
No, that happened. Either an active football player or an ex-football player drowned. Saving
Oh, he's saving his son.
his
yeah.
son?
Riptide thing a couple years ago. Yeah. Yeah. He went out and saved him, and then he got swept away. And yeah,
Yeah.
I can't remember his name, but RIP to him. Yeah, we were down at Millsop Center for a Boy Scout overnighter, and I don't remember how many of us there were, like 5 boys, including me. We're going to race across the pool. So we all jump in and start, we all get to the end. I don't remember who won. It's not important, but where's Jerry? Jerry's at the bottom of the pool. And nobody liked Jerry, but I can't let this kid drown,
He
right?
was at the bottom.
Yeah. So I died, like you could see him down there, just, down there. So I dove in and I pulled Jerry back up to the top of the water, and there's a term for it, but he starts to, fight.
Yeah.
You know?
Flight or fight. Flight.
Yeah, but I think
Or
there's a
fight
term for it with
response?
the drowning, So I'm trying to like get him back to the edge of the pool, but he keeps shoving me back down because he's freaking out.
Yeah.
So I inevitably take a big gulp of air and I go down and I put him on my shoulders and I walk across the bottom of the pool and get him over to the edge of the pool.
Wasn't the Millsop pool like in the basement?
Yeah.
I'm trying to picture it. I can't picture it.
It's still there. It's still there.
They still use it?
Yeah. There's birthday parties and stuff there.
Well, when I went there, it was to work out and play basketball.
Yeah, no, it's still there. But yeah, I saved this kid from drowning, but he almost drowned me. Crazy. I almost drowned once myself. I don't really have stories though. That I guess that does put me in a story.
That would be what I just asked.
Yeah. So you remember when we were kids, life preservers were a little weird.
You got too big?
Huh?
Was it too big and
No.
went up around your throat?
You remember like the egg-shaped styrofoam one that you strapped on? Ouch. I just hit my elbow off that. The egg-shaped one that you would just strap on you, and it was like a orange egg.
No.
Oh, okay. So put this thing on. It's probably from the
No.
70s. My parents hated me. So anyways, you put this thing on you, right? And I was at GKL, and out in the middle of the main pond there at the Upper Clip Grounds, somebody put one of those like little tight pools because there's like a raised area inside the pond. So they put this little tight pool out there, and everybody was going out there and sliding down into the water, right? So I went out there and did it too, and the life preserver worked. However, I was upside down. And I swear to God, and I will state it to the day I die. I went underwater, and I'm probably only like, 7 years old. I'm underwater, and all of a sudden everything gets real bright. Lots of light. Did I ever tell you the story?
You saw Jesus?
No. So while I'm upside down and drowning, obviously, everything gets real light, and I feel calm come across me.
Jesus.
And then all of a sudden, I see this blonde, beautiful woman sitting on a rock.
Jesus.
Underground, or underwater, I should say. And I see fish swimming and everything. And she's not saying anything to me, but she's just staring at me, right? And I feel all this calmness come across me, like everything's going to be okay. And then moments later, my mother is snatching me out of the water and dragging me back to the shore. I don't know. You want to call it Jesus? You can call it Jesus.
It's Jesus.
You want to call it guardian angel? You can call it guardian angel. My mother will tell you this, because as soon as she pulled me out of the water, I said to her, "Mom, there's a beautiful mermaid down there." Like, it happened.
She probably thought you flipped yourself upside down on purpose.
Yeah.
I wanted to go see the pretty lady.
Right. This is not a gay bar.
Well, that just happened in Texas.
Huh?
Some kid playing football for Texas. They're doing like off-season workouts with the high school.
Yeah.
Just passed out.
That's
Complications, instant, or what do they call it? Instant cardiac something.
episode.
So was rushed to the hospital.
Yeah.
Was without oxygen for 20 minutes. He stopped breathing for 20 minutes.
That's not good.
And he said that while he was under, or while this happened, like he saw this bright light.
Yeah.
And a man walked forward.
Okay.
And he could hear singing.
Oh.
The guy had long, scruffy beard and long hair.
Yeah.
And he reached out and he said, "Don't worry, everything will be okay. It's not your time."
Really?
And then he woke up.
Wow.
And was in a coma for like a week or two. And when he came out of the coma, he told his mom and dad exactly what happened. And yeah.
Wow.
I just read that today on Facebook.
Well, I'm glad to add a story to what you just read.
Yeah, nothing like that. I mean, nothing like that's really ever happened to me.
Yeah. Well, it happened to me.
Well, I mean, near death, yes, not seeing things.
Yeah. Well, I see things all the time.
When I could have died, I was seeing triple. So if Jesus was there, I thought he had twins. Is that
Jesus.
Larry, Curly, and Mo?
Where's it at? Bam.
Jesus. Do you ever like think about like
What?
so this happens to me often.
Okay.
Like I'll just be at home not doing anything and I'll start thinking about stuff that I did when I was a kid or in my teens.
Okay.
Do you ever like look back on your life and come across situations and you say to yourself, what the fuck was I thinking? Like what would ever
Why would that cross my mind to do?
Yeah, what would ever propel me to do something like that?
For instance.
Oh, I'm not saying it on air. I'll get arrested. Statute of limitations may be over, but not with my parents.
That makes sense. I don't know.
I did a lot of stupid shit.
I mean, I guess, as time goes on, there's stuff throughout your life, no matter what it is, how it affects you. You have regrets, maybe. You have, why didn't I do it this way? Or why didn't I think about doing it like this? Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Would you change anything?
I mean, I guess there'd be things that I would change. Yeah. But,
you see, I don't think I would.
But, so as being a father, like when I was younger, I never even thought about having kids. In fact, it wasn't even a thought. And now that I'm a dad, and then my daughter's almost
one gas station condom later.
Yeah. Now, my daughter's almost 17, and she just went to her first prom the other day. My son's 11, going on 12 here in November. It's single-handedly the greatest job I ever had in my life. It's the hardest job I ever had in my life.
But you don't think the things that you did when you were a kid molded you to be the father you are today?
Maybe. I mean, a lot of that, I think, more so is, what my parents bestowed upon me in a way,
You were raised right.
Yeah. Yeah. I got good parents. But I don't know if I'd change anything for the dramatic or, you know what I mean? Like huge.
Yeah.
Like maybe I would decide, maybe I didn't want a rat tail when I was a kid.
Those goddamn mutton chops.
I had mutton chops.
Oh my God, you did not.
I did when I worked at the movie theater because the movie,
I remember that.
Sean Connery, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen came out. I donned mutton chops for that movie premiere, which I think is when I met my wife. I had those mutton chops going.
God bless her.
Yeah. But yeah, well, that would have been Dr. Hyde. What is it? Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. He had mutton chops.
That was played by,
I don't know. But
he played Vision in the Avengers.
I donned mutton chops in homage of him.
Bettany?
Maybe.
Paul Bettany?
I could see him. But I don't think there's anything dramatic or huge that I would change throughout the course of my younger years to change the course that I'm on now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No. Yeah.
I mean, there's stupid stuff I did, obviously. We all have them.
Yeah, I embraced my stupidity.
But there's nothing I would change that would change where I'm at now in life, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Paul Beatty? I don't know.
I'm going to look it up. Don't want to lose that.
Yeah, he played Vision in the Avengers. He was the assassin who was trying to kill Tom Hanks in, what movie was that? Da Vinci Code?
Those are good movies.
Yeah, the guy that strapped the thing around his leg and whipped himself. He played Archangel Michael.
God, that movie came out in 2003.
In Priest, I think.
Phew. I'm getting old.
What was the guy's name?
Jason Fleming.
Not him. Totally different guy.
Henry Jekyll, Jason Fleming. That movie made $78 million at the box office.
That's a good flick. I just watched it not too long ago.
I watched it back then.
Yeah,
I will say that's the best job I ever had. Movie theater. Got all this free swag from the movie production places like Paramount and stuff.
yeah.
Sending T-shirts for us. And
Yeah, those days are over.
yeah, I got all these sweet movie posters that were like double-sided so the light shined through them. It would, pop more. I had a giant, like 6 foot by 5 foot Hulk when the Hulk first came out, movie poster. We had it on the ceiling in the apartment that we had. Yeah. I probably still have some floating around here. I had Mr. Deeds. I got my brother the Jason versus Freddy movie poster.
I don't understand why that movie gets so much hate.
I didn't mind it.
I thought it was an excellent premise
Yeah, I didn't mind it.
because of Freddy being in your dreams.
Right.
So they're going to put Jason to sleep.
Yeah, I didn't mind the movie.
I thought it was a great premise.
I mean, it was rumored for so many years, and they finally did it.
Well, what was that? Jason Goes to Hell at the end.
That movie was terrible.
The Freddy glove comes up and takes the mask down.
Right. Yeah, Jason Goes to Hell was terrible.
There's a lot of terrible Jasons.
It's slasher.
What's the one where he goes to space?
Films. Oh, Jason X. I've grown to love that one.
He looks like, you know who he looks like?
My favorite was Jason, I think it's part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan.
Yeah, that's a good one. There's some funny shit that happens.
When he's fighting the boxer up on top the roof of that building. Or when he comes across the punk rockers on the
there's some funny shit that happens.
Sidewalk, and he lifts his mask and they freak him out. Yeah.
But Jason X, he looks like
He's got that
the Power Rangers guy.
Maybe.
The evil Power Ranger guy?
I don't know. I like though when he comes across like the simulated AI campers and he picks up the person, I think it's a chick, in a sleeping bag and beats her against a tree.
Yeah.
I gotta sneeze. Sorry. Sneezing again. Allergy season. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess it does look like that.
Lord Zed. Yeah, they made him look like Lord Zed.
Don't sneeze again.
Oh, man.
So what else you got?
Nothing. Sometimes I just sit at home and contemplate things. Should probably be preparing for a podcast, and
I've never done that.
Yeah, I wanted to finish Raw before I came down here.
Yeah, we both were successful in that. Almost like in sequence.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed with how it ended.
Well, it makes sense though.
Work.
What's happening? Work is texting you? Just ignore it. That's what I do.
Well, my counterpart is on vacation.
Right.
So there's nobody there. Yeah, Raw.
Yeah.
Do you like the way it ended? I thought that ruined a great match.
It was a great match, but yeah, it makes sense. But I still think it's weird that Jay comes out, Jay Uso, Yeet, and then Paul Heyman comes out, and then Logan Paul never interrupts it. So I really felt like if Jay's going to say, all right, we'll fight Seth Rollins right here, right now, why didn't Logan Paul come out and interrupt? So then I felt like, oh, well, Jay Uso is about to drop the belt. But the ending makes sense with Sammy coming out and all hell breaking loose and the disqualification, I guess you would say.
Yeah. I think he's going to drop the belt to Seth.
Probably. He'll, yeah.
But
Probably.
I think they're going to bring. I think with the New Day having the tag belts,
New Day.
the New Day. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
they're going to bring back the Usos
Maybe.
and put them back in the tag scene. What do you think about Rusev's return?
I don't mind it, but I also feel like, well, they cut Braun Strowman the other day.
Yeah,
I almost feel like Rusev's just the new Braun
Yeah.
Strowman. That's what I really do.
more agile.
They're staying away from the Rusev Day. I get it. They don't want to have like this comedy gimmick with him. I felt like the fan base would start chanting Rusev Day, which I think they did his debut, but I didn't really hear it this one. A lot of boos because obviously they have him attacking good guys. But to me, he's just the new Braun Strowman. Maybe he won't be, but right now, I feel like he's just the new Braun Strowman.
Well, I liked Rusev before he left. I don't think they ever really used him on a storyline.
No,
And
it
I
was a
feel like
comedy gimmick.
I feel like they're bringing him and Aleister Black back, and they're not going to put them in any.
They're just gonna mess around the mid guard range.
Yeah, I almost feel like it was just re-signs
So they can cut
because
other
they
people.
were former WWE that went to AEW and were like top stars. So we're gonna bury them again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see a push for a title for Rusev. Maybe the U.S. title, but with him being a heel, I don't think he'll. Although Jacob Fatu's getting some pop. I mean, he's always got pop.
Yeah. Well,
It's
people love
becoming
him.
more noticeable now that he's kind of got on the outs with Solo. So maybe he'll be a face here soon. I don't know. Hope maybe not.
Yeah, I'll probably still stay heel, but still get the pop.
Yeah, he'll be like
Like Stone
Stone
Cold.
Cold. Well, Pirates are what 14 and 25.
I don't know. They're terrible. At least
You
they.
okay? You a little indigestion there?
This is what happens with this stuff I'm on. Lots of burping. Yeah, I'm surprised you can't hear my guts growling.
No, I
Well,
got
not
these
growling, but yeah,
bubbling.
yeah.
You got poop.
No, it's just
Is that poop?
it's if you
Is
think
that really poop?
if you think about it though, if your stomach is slowing down the process of what is it called?
Digestion.
Digestion, it affects everything else after that, right? I have the weirdest sounds and stuff happening inside my body I've never had before in my life. It's weird.
Yeah, it's a strange way to go about losing weight.
Well, it's
Like-
not about losing.
Well,
Well,
for
it is
you,
about
yeah.
losing weight, but
It's different for you. It was prescribed to you by a doctor for a different reason.
right,
But these shots help you lose weight.
correct.
To slow down the digestive process
Hmm.
is a weird way to go about it.
Yeah, it's super crazy.
Yeah.
It's not. It's annoying. It is. I said it was. It's annoying, but it's also kind of refreshing.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's going to help you for what he prescribed it for.
She.
Yeah. Doctor.
Yeah. Well, nurse practitioner.
Did you ever milk the prostate?
No.
Okay.
No.
But yeah, that's just a strange. I'm guessing Ozempic does the same thing.
Yeah, it's a similar drug.
Yeah.
I mean, they're two different types of drugs, but yeah, similar reaction or action, I guess would be the term. Why are we back on that?
I don't know.
Oh, because I
You brought
burped.
it up. Yeah, you were burping. This is the reaction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I can't wait till you leave. Not really, but because I am
You gonna
getting,
let it loose?
No, I'm hungry a little bit. A little bit.
Little bit.
I gotta force
Little
myself
hungry.
to eat.
Well, I mean, you need to eat.
Yeah. Well, I got some pork loin up there that I smoked that I will enjoy. Or wings, because I have a plethora of wings left. 'Cause I only had tree.
Yeah. What sauce you get on those wings?
I got six buffalo and 6 garlic.
Sick buffalo. Man,
Sick.
that's a weird flavor.
6 buffalo and 6 garlic parm.
You know, I
Yeah.
think
They're not bad.
Favorite wing flavor
Probably,
of all time, anywhere.
probably garlic parm.
Garlic parm.
Yeah.
So mine's General So, but you can't find those at a lot of places.
Yeah.
I feel like you really can't go wrong with just a good mild buffalo.
No, you can't. And the Josephines, their buffalo isn't bad. They have a buffalo garlic or garlic buffalo, and I was going to get that one instead of the regular buffalo, but I went with the regular buffalo.
So the place I used to go, MVP.
Yeah.
That I tried to get you to go with me multiple times.
Right.
They had a Kickin' Cajun Ranch.
That sounds good.
And all it was their buffalo sauce cut with ranch.
Yeah.
And then they'd sprinkle their dry rub Cajun seasoning over it.
That's probably really good.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
I wonder if I'd tell Josephine's if they'd make them.
Well, I mean, maybe.
They have a Cajun dry rub.
I don't remember. But it's the first time I had their wings. They used to only do them on Wednesdays, but now I do them every day. They're not bad. It's the first time I had them. And
All right.
don't let me say only eating 3 of them to turn you off from it. It's just.
No, I've heard good things about Josephine's.
Yeah.
I've never tried it.
I like their buffalo chicken fries.
I've had their meatball heel.
I've had their meatball sandwich. I've had their sausage sandwich. But I'm particular. I really like Capri, and
I do too.
you put yourself in that mindset. It's not the same because it's not. It's not a different recipe. It's different flavors.
Well, did you see the DeRusso's?
I don't really
square
like
patties.
Yeah. But I don't really like DeRusso's.
I don't know. I made those the other day.
They're greasy. At least the links. I never had the square patties.
The patties are too, but you cook them, you throw them on a paper towel,
Yeah.
let them sit for a sec.
Yeah. Not bad, huh?
I made them with some cheese,
Yeah.
slice on the bottom, slice on the top.
Provolone?
No, American.
American. Okay.
Sausage sandwich.
Pretty good.
Fantastic.
Speaking of square patties, did you see that Wendy's now is selling their patties at I think they're at Kroger?
No.
You can buy Wendy's patties.
Hmm.
Yeah. Square patties.
Fresh, never frozen? Or are they frozen?
Nope. They're fresh.
Get out of town.
Nope. I'm dead serious.
I was just at Kroger's too.
Well, you should take a look.
Huh.
Yep. I'm intrigued. I do enjoy a Wendy's patty.
Well, yeah, but they make it on a griddle top.
Okay.
It's not like flame grilled
So
like Burger King. But you can get the Wendy's patty flame grilled like Burger King, have the best of both worlds.
that's right. Put them on a charcoal grill and just enjoy life.
I just can't get behind the Blackstones. They rust too easy.
Yeah, they do. I
You gotta
have
season them, and that's just a pain in the ass.
I have a little one that I bought. It's not Blackstone. It's an off-brand, but I've never opened it because I don't want to deal with that.
You gotta season it.
Right. It's a lot of work.
It is. It's not easy either.
So I haven't even bothered opening it. Although we have a camping trip coming up.
Where are you going?
Austin Lake.
Austin Lake.
End of June. Maybe I'll take it with us. Well, I'm going to have to season it before that because,
Yeah.
that's a process. Maybe I'll take it with us.
How many days?
2 nights.
Yeah, that's not bad.
No.
Get a little cabin.
Yep. Got a cabin on the pond. We got pond cabin number 1, I think, or number 2, because it is pet friendly. So Mr. Bill Murray is going to
take
join
him to
us.
Austin Lake. He's going to hump everything.
He doesn't have balls.
Yeah. Run around in that little diaper.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
No, that dog's great.
He's all right. We hung out today. We took a nap together.
Yeah?
Yeah. We spooned. Actually, he's kind of weird. He doesn't just lay on the bed. He needs to come and lay in between your legs. And he
My cat used to do that.
nestles in there. And it's kind of annoying. I fell asleep for a little bit, and then I was like, all right, dude, you got to go.
You got to move. And
I can't. This is annoying. Yeah. So he'll sleep on your legs or inside of your legs. It's annoying.
Nope, sorry. My cat now, the one we have now, sleeps up between our heads.
One of our cats does that.
So he doesn't. I can move around. But yeah, my old cat growing up used to get under the covers
Oh my.
in between your knees,
Yeah.
and then you're just stuck.
It's uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. So you want to do some random questions?
We got more random. Okay, how many websites do you
I
have?
got all kinds.
I got all kinds.
I'm gonna start writing.
How many
them
websites you got? I got all kinds.
down. I got all kinds.
I mean, sure, let's do some random questions. I'm going to answer everything like this, like I'm an arse.
If you could invent a country, what would you name it?
If I can create a country,
Or invent
invent a country.
Yeah, what would you name it?
33 Lounge Nation.
Well, it is a nation. Oh, man.
There is a, what's the one that's the old, the Sealand, I think it's called. They
Yeah.
took over, people moved into an old oil derrick or something. I don't know.
You created a.
Yeah.
There's a guy in
Sealand, it's called.
like
I think.
Utah or somewhere out west that
Has a little like
has his
one-
own
yeah.
country that he created on his property. Do you think you would get along with a clone of yourself?
Yeah. Be my best friend. A new meaning to the word stranger.
Oh God!
You know how many people you think got that?
Oh God, that's so gross. You just said that.
Do you think people caught what I was?
I did.
Well, I know you did because you think the same way I do.
Oh God. Well, I'm going to ask this question, and then I'm going to ask another question. Kind of like this question: how many geese would it take to defeat a lion in combat?
7,612.
It's very.
I've seen it.
Okay. So I've seen this thing floating around on the
100 men versus gorilla.
Yeah, I don't think 100 dudes could beat a silverback.
What about
gorilla.
10?
No, I just said 100 can't, so 10 couldn't.
So if you could pick the 10.
No, it's not happening.
I disagree.
You think 10 men?
The first two people I would pick would be Eddie Hall and Brian Shaw.
I
Listen.
don't think it's going to happen.
Brian Shaw.
I agree. These men are.
Do you know who he is?
Yes.
He's massive.
Yes. Robert O'Burst. You ever heard of him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I get it. But a gorilla is so freaking
10 Brian
strong.
Shaws could kill a gorilla.
I don't know.
10 Brian Shaws are stronger than a gorilla. 10 Brian Shaws would be stronger than a gorilla.
Maybe.
But anyway, 7,614 geese.
I feel like that number changed.
It did. It's the exact same. 712.
When did time actually begin? $12:01.
No. Time was still here before the invention
Of time.
of the modern clock.
Fair.
So the Aztecs kept time with a sundial.
Yeah.
So no, that 1201 is not the answer.
Okay.
The idea of time started, there's an answer to this.
Probably.
The earliest recorded people who kept track of time was this is on the tip of my tongue.
of stupid ass knowledge.
I'm just gonna say Aztecs, but maybe the Mayans.
I don't know.
The Mayans.
Is the S or the C silent in scent?
It'd be the S.
I think it's the C. Scent.
So it could be either.
Yes.
Because if you remove either of them, the
It's
word
still
remaining
scent.
is still scent.
Yeah.
If you add both of them, it's still scent.
Scent. The English language is so weird. What would you rather have as a roommate? A raccoon or a black bear?
Black bear.
Really? I'd rather have a raccoon.
You never got to went out to
Dewey?
Yeah,
No. My father-in-law wrestled him a bunch.
I did too.
He loved Mountain Dew.
He did.
Dewey loved Mountain Dew.
Yeah, that thing was acted like I was nothing,
I
and I
bet.
thought I was a pretty strong individual.
Yeah. Now, 100 men could take down.
Well, yeah, because I'm a fraction of the size and strength of Brian Shaw.
What color? What color is a mirror?
Crystal.
Okay, I'll take it. When someone owns land, do they own it at a certain depth or all the way to the center of the earth?
They never own it.
What?
You never own land.
If you buy it, you own it.
Do you own this laptop?
I bought it.
Do you own it?
Yeah,
Do you pay taxes on it?
I did.
Do you still now that you own it?
No, because I bought it.
Okay, what happens when you pay off this house? What do you still pay?
Taxes.
On what?
The
The
house.
property.
Well, the property.
Which includes
The land.
the land. So you're still paying the government to live on your own land.
Yeah.
So they own it all. You don't own nothing.
What's your favorite word?
Moist.
Why is a sandwich meat usually round even though bread is usually square? Well, there's buns. So there's that.
There's buns, but it's made in a compressed tube and sliced.
That was a very intelligent answer.
It's the correct answer. Look it up.
Do sheep get a static cling when they brush up against one another?
Yes, they do. And to add on to that, in Ireland, about 17 sheep a year die of electrical shock.
You're so full of stupid knowledge. How many pairs of underwear do you own?
Oh my God. This right in my wheelhouse. So 12 was the number.
Okay. Do you write the days on them?
I bought colors.
What?
Colors.
So like Blues Monday?
Yes.
Okay.
So I bought a 4-pack.
Is blue really Monday?
No. Black. But anyways, I bought a 4-pack of these ones I really like, so I bought 4 of them. Or 3 of them. So I had 12.
12.
Do you ever randomly
This really
lose
gets me to know
something?
you, by the way.
Did you ever randomly just lose something and wonder, like, where the hell did that go?
Yeah. All
And
the
then
time.
years later, you find out what really happened to it.
Okay.
So I had these 12 pair of underwear, which I loved.
Okay. How recent was this?
This is over the course of a couple years.
Okay. This is your fault, Megan.
It is. It is.
She don't listen.
She won't admit it, but it is.
Okay.
Because randomly, underwear would just start disappearing.
Mm.
And I couldn't figure it out. I actually had to buy underwear for the first time in like 4 years.
Phew.
And I had to buy like 3 packs.
Yeah.
Just give me back to 12. And the ones I used to like are at the bottom of the underwear drawer. But
Okay.
there's only like 4 pair left.
Oh, man. 1/3.
What happens when the missus finds like underwear with holes in it?
They toss them. Those
Well-
are Sunday wears. Because they're holy.
Right? She threw away all my good underwear.
Oh, those are the ones that fit.
They
the
had
best.
holes in them.
That has built-in
Air conditioning.
Air conditioning.
Ventilation.
Yes.
easy access for her, multiple applications.
Right. The travesty.
You know, if I'm in the car, never mind. We'll just move on. We'll just move on.
If animals could talk, which one would be the meanest?
100%. 100% a crow.
Why?
Because they're assholes.
Oh, man. What's your Spice Girls stage name? So what spice are you? Shitty spice.
Indigestive spice?
Okay.
What's yours?
Sage.
Sage spice?
Yeah.
Sage is spice?
Yeah.
Can I be oregano spice?
Yeah.
Why'd you say shitty?
I don't know. You shit a lot.
I do.
Donald, what?
No good.
Donald Duck doesn't wear pants, so why does he put a towel on when he gets out of the shower?
I mean, he's still got to dry.
Fair. What's your unlucky number?
17.
That was my number.
Your unlucky number?
No, that's my number when I was playing sports.
Well, 17 is my unlucky number.
That's so weird.
It is weird. Is your unlucky number 33?
100% now. What's the worst song ever written?
Anything by Fall Out Boy.
I kind of like Fall Out Boy.
Well, you suck. Your taste in music sucks.
I listen to a bunch of music.
Yeah, but Fall Out Boy sucks.
All right, I would go with Chumbawamba Thumb Thumping. What celebrity would you challenge to a duel in a heartbeat?
Oh my God, there's so many. Can I answer this honestly, or do you want the politically correct answer?
I don't know. Should I worry?
Any liberal celebrity, like Whoopi Goldberg, and the whole cast of The View.
No, that one chick's Republican.
Yeah. What's her
The
name?
blonde-haired chick.
Yeah.
The hot one.
Well, of course.
Right.
We'll just go with the 95% cast of The View.
If you were an artist, what's the first thing that you would paint?
Titties.
Okay.
Would you not?
I didn't expect an answer that quick. If you have an accent, do you have one in your thoughts too?
Yeah.
So if you're English, your thoughts are in English. Well, the accent.
Yeah, they this has been talked about.
I don't know. I'm asking these questions randomly.
So,
why do you know stupid shit?
There's a comedian or actor comedian, female. She's Chinese, but she speaks very broken English. Or she speaks English, both an accent, like, you know. And they've asked her that. She says, yeah, my thoughts are in Chinese. Not like
English.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do stairs go up or down?
Oh. They go up.
They go up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Logic. Stairs are built from the ground floor to the top, so they go up.
Okay.
You can use them to go down, but they're built to go up. Unless you want to use a climbing rope to get to the second floor.
I'm with you. I get what you're saying. What's the most boring sport to play and watch? Golf.
No, I love watching golf.
Well, playing golf's kind of fun. Well, at least when you're drinking.
Most boring sport to play, I would say, is probably foot volley.
I don't even know what that is.
It's volleyball with your feet.
Soccer.
No.
No,
Volleyball with your feet.
that's weird.
Soccer's pretty boring to watch, actually.
Oh, yeah.
There's very little
I don't understand.
high intense action. And to play, pickleball.
I'm supposed to play that this year
Why?
because my wife said we're doing this as a family. So
Oh,
we
yeah.
bought pickleball gear. Not gear, but
No matter how hard you swing the paddle at this ball, it's going to go like 6 feet.
you play ping pong on top of a tennis court is essentially what that sport
Yeah,
is.
but you can smash a ping pong.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll
You-
find out.
You
I-
can't. Pickleballs are weird.
I feel like this experiment that my wife has us on is going to happen one time.
Probably.
I'll probably blow out my knee. If a word is misspelled in the dictionary, how would somebody know? They wouldn't.
They wouldn't. You're right.
Yeah. Jesus. You're probably going to have an answer for this. Do fish get thirsty?
No.
Okay.
Fish do not require libation drinking wise. They survive on it through their gills. So they don't drink it, they breathe it.
Okay. Do you find it worrying that doctors call what they do practice?
No, I don't find it worrying at all.
Okay.
I mean, if you're smart and you're going through a serious operation,
Yeah.
you just don't go to the small town hospital.
Fair.
Go to, yeah.
I'm going to ask you this next one, and then you can move on to asking me questions.
Okay, I think I have a website for you.
Oh, okay. Well, I won't move this to the bottom so you know where I left off.
Okay, I'll just use yours.
Okay. I'll move it to the
Well,
bottom.
yeah, I don't want to look because work's still texting me. So we're just going to flip that and I'm going to ignore it and look at this guy have a stroke on your TV.
What do you think cave people had nightmares about?
T-Rex testicles. They're like right in line with the T-Rex testicles.
Yeah, I'm thinking it aliens.
Why aliens?
Aliens, man. They're everywhere. Are we breaking? We taking a pause?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, we're back. Sorry about that. My left foot was asleep for like probably the last 20 minutes. It started to hurt.
Can I have my phone? Thanks.
Okay, he's got to unlock it. It's JR's turn. All right. What? Our parents tell us not to take candy from strangers, so why is Halloween allowed?
That's a fair point. When I was a kid, I remember getting back to the house after your loot that you would get, and my mom painstakingly going through
Oh, look for glass
and looking
stuff.
for, the
Tampered.
yes.
Yes.
I mean, I get it. I don't know though. That's a good question. Although, I don't know if you did, but we had that like one house in the neighborhood, the person gave out money.
Money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you would like take like 3 masks and
Go-
just
yeah.
keep going back. Yeah. Did
Yeah.
you use a pillowcase when you went?
No, I used one of those mesh gym bags.
Oh, okay. I did a pillowcase.
What mode of transportation do you hate the most?
What mode of transportation do you hate the most?
Yes.
Bicycle. I haven't been on a bicycle since I was a kid. I can't imagine getting on one now at 44 years old.
It'd probably take me a minute to learn how to ride it.
I don't know if I need to learn how to ride it, but after I got on it, I'd be like, this sucks.
Yeah, I think walking.
Oh
sucks.
God, it's a heel or hill.
Hill.
Yeah, heel.
Do fortune cookie predictions have time limits?
No,
I know they're forever. They're eternal.
you end all of them with in bed.
Yes.
Good things will come to you in bed.
What side of the armrest is yours at a movie theater?
Left.
Both.
Well, probably both, but left. I like to lean.
Oh, here's a question I wonder if you have an answer for. Did anything exist before the universe? If so, what?
God.
Nothingness.
No, God.
Yeah, he's eternal. Oh, you asked me. Have you ever had an imaginary friend?
Oh, yeah, we talked about this. I said I think I did.
Well, here's one that we have talked about multiple times in this podcast.
Okay.
What are you currently trying to change about your life?
My health.
Health.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm in the same boat, guy.
Yeah. Who's winning this challenge between you and Jesse?
It is 3-2
In your favor or his?
in my favor.
Okay. What is the challenge exactly?
So when we started this diet, we started like the last week of March.
Yeah.
And
So it's month to month. You're up
it's
to
week to week.
Oh, week to week.
We wear ourselves in on Monday.
So you're 5 weeks in, you're up 3-2.
Yeah. It's whoever loses the most weight that week.
Okay. Are you not that I want to put Jesse out there, but were you guys close in starting weight? Like how are you figuring it out?
No.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
It's
like,
just overall weight.
okay.
So like if you're 200 and I'm 300 and you lose 5 and I lose 7,
You win.
I would.
Okay. That's fair.
So it's 3-2. But one of the weeks he won, I gained weight. You know what's fucking weird about that too?
Jesus.
It's like I was not doing anything different. I just stopped lifting for a week
Really?
because my knees and my ankles hurt so bad after work. I just could not
Couldn't
bring
do it.
myself to go do it.
So you didn't burn calories like you were.
And I gained like 4 pounds.
Wow.
The week the power went out,
Yeah.
I had Tuesday, I had to eat 3 steaks,
Yeah.
a half
The
a
ricotta
ricotta
pie.
pie, and I lost 5 pounds.
Which, and I told you this on a personal note, but your ricotta pie, pretty
Yeah,
good.
It was good.
You
this
did
time.
good. You did good.
I think it would have been better with the sugar on top, but it's okay.
You did good.
Who is your most eccentric family member?
Most eccentric family member. Man.
I can answer this for you. It's you.
I'm the most eccentric. Why?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Probably, man, I don't know. Huh. Eccentric. Man, I don't know.
Like weird tendencies. Like my sister-in-law doesn't like the way ice feels.
What?
She doesn't like the way ice feels.
Like on her hand, in
Yeah.
her mouth?
Yep.
Huh.
She has weird eating habits, like doesn't like certain things. She'd be the one in our family.
I don't know if I have. I don't know. And plus, I don't want to really call anybody out. Let's go with cousin Chris. Screw
There
that
you
guy.
go. Yeah.
I don't know
does he
why,
even
but I'm
still
just gonna-
listen.
Yeah, occasionally I think.
What subject could you talk about for hours? I have a great answer for this one.
Music.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Yeah. Or sports,
Yeah.
but music more. That was my life passion for. Well, it still is. I love music. Although you say Fall Out Boy is trash,
Yes, they are.
but I listen to everything and anything. If it makes you tap your foot, I'll do it. You know, like Pink Pony Club, I'll get down to that.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, that's a song. I can't think of the lady's name, but
You want to know mine is? What I could talk for hours about?
probably weird facts that you know.
Titties. Do you believe in aliens?
Yes.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes.
100%.
I feel like I have to randomly answer a question quickly with titties at some point.
What's your favorite form of potato?
Titties. Favorite form of potato?
Yes.
I like a baked potato.
I like a good hash brown.
Oh, hash browns.
I like a good hash brown.
That's a good point. Hash browns. Yeah, that's a good one.
I don't know if I don't know if you answered this. Who would play you in a movie about your life?
I think I asked you
Bert.
this.
Yeah, you picked Bert.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good pick.
Oh, did you know Tom Segura's coming out with a series on Netflix?
That's great. I'll watch it.
Yeah, it's in the coming soon.
Oh yeah, he did like a little 4-part thing or something. I can't remember what it
About
is.
stuff that's in his mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's messed up. Do you think reincarnation could be real?
No.
So you've never had your
like past life experience,
read to you or whatever?
No, I never went and saw a psychic.
Yeah.
Or anything like that. No, but I don't know. I don't think so.
Would you? Did you use
the
this
world
one
ain't
last
big
time?
enough for two of us? No, I never used this one.
There's a lot of same question.
Well, probably.
I don't know if you asked this one or not, but it'd be interesting. If you could transform into any historical figure, who would it be?
Ooh, no, I never asked this one. Any historical figure, who would it be? JFK. I mean, the ending was terrible, but I feel like that dude had moxie. Like, I feel like
out of entire history.
Yeah, JFK. This is my answer, not yours. Okay. I just feel like all the stuff that was going on with the Bay of Pigs and the mob involved, is it not involved, would be interesting to be a part of that and know how that all. I think it's more about knowing how all that shook out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You wouldn't want to be Jimmy Hoffa to see where he's at.
Well, you wouldn't be able to see. You'd be dead.
True.
I mean, I guess you would have your last moments, but I don't think where his last moments are is where he is.
No. He's in a barrel at the bottom of the ocean.
Or fed to pigs or buried under Giants Stadium or whatever.
Well, no, it was Boston.
Whatever.
Or Yankees, right?
No, I thought it was Giant Stadium. I don't know.
I thought it was Yankee Stadium because they dug it up and they had that big thing about it. I'm pretty sure it was Yankee Stadium. I would pick somebody like Achilles.
Achilles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or like one of the Spartans, like Leonidas.
Okay.
I think that would be cool.
I should have said Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a good one too.
Yeah.
If you were a character in a horror movie, how would you escape the villain and survive?
Trip you.
Well, first off, I'm faster than you. You'd have to throw a pool stick between my legs or something from behind me.
How would I escape and survive? Oh, man.
I'd fly.
Fly? I'd find a car that ran.
Yeah, or drive. Just keep driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get as far away as possible. Don't hang around.
No.
Don't investigate.
That's what happens. Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah. Don't smoke pot. Don't bang some hot teenage girl. Well, when you're yourself or a teenager.
I mean, if you could live in any fictional world, which one would it be?
Any fictional world, which one would it be? Marvel Universe.
Yeah, no, that's a bad one.
Why is that a bad one? I like the idea of multi-dimensional things.
Okay, let's say you had an apartment in New York when Infinity War or the first Avengers happened.
Well, it'd be terrible.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just saying, like
I think
the multiverse is interesting to me.
If I had to live in any fictional world,
mm-hmm.
the Lego world.
Okay.
If you had a third ear, where would it be?
If I had a third ear, where would it be? The middle of my back. So I can hear people talking about me behind my back.
Wow. Mine would be on my butthole so I can hear all the shit I talk. All right. I kind of like this.
Yeah, it's fun, right?
Next week, I'm going to start with asking you.
We get to know each other very, very well.
So there's another 2-hour episode for you guys that are, carrying the nation.
1,400 hours or whatever you said we've done. 140 hours.
Oh, look who's on second.
Sawinski.
Yeah. I got my man, Jack Swinsky.
Yeah, good to see him playing in Triple.
Batting 290.
Woo.
Jack Swinsky batting 290 for the Indianapolis Indians. Anyways, yeah. We got a lot to do, guy. We keep putting something off that we owe the people that...
We got a lot. Yeah. Yeah.
We have to iron that out.
Yeah.
And I can tell my brother is taking his doctor sports.
He had a freaking doctor shirt on.
Like well, he hasn't been listening to the podcast because he didn't text me about the Super Bowl up his butt. I figured he'd be on his phone the second he heard that.
He's too busy being a social media giant.
Yeah.
So no shout outs to Dave.
Unless you bet. He's got a pretty good record.
Slowly, Nick Tuttle is becoming the better Tuttle.
I always was. I mean, he has the sack record at Central, which pisses me off.
Yeah. D's nuts.
But anyways.
Sack.
Yeah. Okay, here's a random question. If you get any tattoo, what tattoo would you get?
If I could get any tattoo.
Like, would you get a female leg down your side and the inside of your arm so when you went like that in the mirror, you see bush?
No.
Oh. That's not what I would get.
But I feel like that was very elaborate. I feel like that's what you would get.
Any tattoo, what would it be? We'll end the show on this.
I don't know. Like, I have a tattoo in mind I would like to get in the future.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What is it?
A Wu-Tang symbol.
Yeah.
For Gary Hella.
Well, now that just puts a damper on my question because you just took this mood.
Every Wednesday is Wu-Tang Wednesday.
God damn it.
Yeah. Or my daughter, she wants to get a tattoo. And I told her I would go get one with her. She talked about getting the Wolverine and Deadpool, like the hearts.
Yeah.
On each of our legs.
Well, I'm not giving my answer.
But I don't think that would, I don't know if I'm into that one. But I do want to be there when she gets her first tattoo.
Well, we'll just end the show now.
Because I went all somber?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine sounds totally just...
Although I used to tell people that I have a tattoo on my back, the whole back of a dragon, and Gary Coleman is slaying the dragon with a sword 3 times the size of him, and it says, "What you talking about, Willis?" Because the name of the dragon is Willis.
Man.
I had people believe that for a while. Because the dragon had a giant necklace on, had a pendant that said Willis.
If I get any tattoo when I was 18, I get a tattoo, a ruler on the inside of my leg so I can measure how far my nuts drop when I get older. And every birthday, I'd go back to the tattoo artist. He'd measure it and
put a little line. With a year, your age or something.
I want to thank you all for joining us on this 2-hour episode, this journey into life. And I don't know, messed up choices and I don't know. Do you think The View watches us?
No.
Ah, good. As always, yeah, we will be back here next week. It might be on a Sunday.
I'm off.
It might be on a Monday.
I'm not off.
Might be on a Tuesday.
But you know what?
You know what? We'll be here.
Maybe.
We'll be here for 2 hours. We'll be here. You can count on that. Put a bet on it. Drop 20.
Oh,
We'll
God.
be here for 2 hours.
Yeah.
I love you, man.
I love you.
Thank you guys for joining us. Another wonderful, fantastic episode of the 33 Lounge.
Yep. Oh, this is where I do the peace.
Can't not end it with yep.
Well, I didn't like. As
That's
always,
okay.
we love you, and that's what you usually say. And like, you changed it up.
As always, we love you.
Peace.